Okay guys, so today me and my granny are about to bake a cake. Granny, tell them what kind of cake we about to bake.
You know what you want. A caramel cake.
Okay.
Get your 6 eggs. Crack them, put them in the bowl.
Okay. 6 eggs. Don't crack. So y'all, we are going to use 2 boxes of cake mix. So that means that we need to crack us 6 eggs. So the little bitty white stuff that come out with the eggs, I like getting that up out of there because it just don't look right to me. So yeah, that's why you see me getting each one out from each egg before I go ahead and give it a good stir. Okay, so after I finish stirring this, I'm just gonna let this bowl sit right here while I get a whole new bowl that's empty, and we're gonna pour these 2 boxes of cake mix.
Wow.
Next, we're gonna add 2 sticks of softened butter to the mix. After that, I'm gonna get my measuring cup, which goes to 2 cups, and I'm gonna pour those 2 cups of water in here. And then I'm gonna get those that bowl of eggs that I put to the side with the 6 eggs in there that I mixed, and pour it up in that mix. And then I'm gonna mix it up real good with the spoon first.
At the back down.
What you want to mix it with this? Okay, y'all, so she just pouring a splash of water so it won't be so stiff and everything. And then I'm going to get this mixer out. And we're going to go ahead and just mix it all up with the mixture now that we mix everything up real good with the spoon. So now we are going ahead and spraying our cake pans. And after we finish spraying our cake pans, we're going to go ahead and get some of this stuffed rising flour. And we are going to sprinkle it around inside of those cake pans so that when we pour the batter, it won't stick once it goes inside the oven. And so after we finish putting the flour in there, we're going to go ahead to that cake mix that was sitting over there. we're gonna pour the cake mix into those two cake pans. And right now we're only using these two cake pans because these are the only two that we have that are the same size. So we're gonna cook the first two batches first, and then once those finish cooking, we're gonna get those out and do the other put the other batters in there as well. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and set those ovens to 350 so it can be preheating. So when we get done pouring this batter, we can go ahead and put it in the oven for 30 minutes and let it bake. Then we're going to get us some parchment paper and put out and sprinkle some all self-rising flour on this as well so we can flip our cakes on it. And let it sit and cool off while we use those same pans to put our other batter inside. And so after we finish putting those cakes on this parchment paper with the flour on there so it won't stick to it, we're going to go ahead over to the stove and get ready for all the part.
What we gonna do? Make caramel. Okay. For your cake. Okay. Whipping cream. Shake it up and pour it in there. That's about 2 cups.
You don't need to be on.
Okay, usually I just make whipping cream. I have a smaller carton, which would be 1 cup. Since we have 2 cups, we won't have to double our sugar. So put 3 cups of sugar, because usually I would use 1.5 cups. Put 3 cups of sugar in here. So that'll be where your measuring cup is.
Y'all excuse my auntie in the background. She's Down syndrome and sometimes she can get a little too excited over whatever is going on in her head.
3 cups of sugar in there. This is a 2 cup. So you could go and put 2.
Put it in here.
Put it in there.
Do I need to stir it while I do it? So we're going to put 3 cups of sugar inside the same boiler as we put the whipping cream in. And that's just 1 more cup. The first one that I just put in there was 2 cups because this is a 2-cup measuring cup. And so now I'm pouring the rest, which will make 3 cups.
Now measure you another cup. Another cup.
So with this cup of sugar right here, we're just going to set it aside for our skillet caramel. It's not going to go in the boiler with the whipping cream and the other sugar that's already in there. It's not. It's going in a separate one. So now we're going to go ahead and stir the whipping cream with the 3 cups of sugar that we had poured previously. And just let it all dissolve and everything in there until it gets to a boil, a consistent boil. And after it gets to a consistent boil, we're just going to let that sit to the side. And then we're going to pour that 1 cup that we set to the side of sugar and put it inside this skillet and let it melt all the way through. You'll know it's good to go when it begins looking like a golden brown. I'm not gonna lie though, this was a very fun process, just being able to see the sugar dissolve as I'm like, messing with it. And that's why I'm messing with it like this, because it's like I was seeing it and feeling it dissolve as, I was moving it around in the skillet. Now, I don't know what it is about the skillet, but my grandma has always been big on doing her sugar in her skillet, melting the sugar inside of the skillet. I'm guessing it's a quality thing. I'm not sure. I mean, you probably don't have to use a skillet if you don't have one. Probably can use a regular pan. But if you do have a skillet, hey, put your sugar inside of the skillet. Okay, so now it is looking like what it's supposed to look like. There's still a few more pieces of sugar that needs to be melted, as you can see. But you will know once it's done because it'll just all be consistent all across it.
You take the skillet and you pour your caramel over in your cream of whipping cream, and then you constantly stir it. It get thick. It's getting ready. See, it's kind of little ball like.
So what happened? Why you gotta see if it's a ball in there? What that mean?
So you know the caramel is getting ready to be, cooked enough.
So guys, we wait for it to form into a ball.
So now we're gonna put a stick of margarine.
So y'all, I don't know if y'all understood that, but the sugar that we melted in that skillet, we just poured it in the boiler that we poured the whipping cream and those other 3 cups of sugar inside, and of course the stick of butter that we just put inside of here. And we just mixed it real good and let the butter melt. Then I went back in with this mixer right here and just mixed it all up like to where it gets a little thick, so we can get ready to pour this caramel onto our cakes. I also just poured a top full of vanilla extract to these 2. Now it's time to pour the caramel. So here we are pouring the caramel. It's a little loose. The caramel is a little loose. So what we gonna do, we gonna go back to the mixer and we're going to give this another mix, which I won't be showing this part, but give it a little mix so it can get a little bit more thicker, because we don't want it just sliding like that. I mean, some people probably do, but we want ours a little thick on here.
Okay. Oop. That's all right. Okay, don't worry about that on the side, because you're going to do it last.
Okay.
Just keeping that out on. Put them over there. Okay. I'll probably put my other layer up there. Lay everything. I don't know why it's just getting hard, but it's still settled. Just spread it over right on top. Oh, it's okay.
Gets a takeaway here. She would have tried to do it.
Who tell you?
Yep. She would have been putting it up to her mouth to myself. Can I eat it?
I think I should have beat it a little more.
Might say it's still too soupy.
Did you want to try beating it a little more?
Want to?
Yeah, try beating it.
Okay, you see now, you guys, this caramel is definitely thicker. And that's because, of course, we went back and mixed the caramel some more with the mixer.
That's where it's supposed to be at. Just didn't beat it on there. I should have had 5 minutes. Dip some and put it all on there. Act like you're scared. Okay. Another spoon. Now you take a knife and get your knife. You're going to always add some over the top. Just go to the side with that. Like that.
Oh, yeah, that's way better. It ain't dripping. I swear this was so soothing, adding the caramel to the sides and all of that. I just love the whole process of it all. And it looks so good. It made me want to lick the caramel off the knife and off the cake.
But I had a half a pack in the cabinet. I should have made them all.
Now it's time for our taste test. I already know this is going to be a 10 out of 10. I ain't even got to taste it. But I'm going to taste it.
Shut up, Phil.
Caramel.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. The cake, good. I deliver cake.